The HOA fined me $75 a day for my trash can not overflowing, not broken, not blocking the road, just sitting there. And at first, I honestly thought it was a mistake. I'd lived in this neighborhood for almost 5 years. Quiet street, normal neighbors, nothing dramatic. Trash pickup was every Thursday morning, and like everyone else, I rolled my bin to the curb the night before. Same spot, same routine. Never had a single issue. Until one Tuesday afternoon, I found a bright orange notice taped to my front door. HOA violation. Improper trash can placement. Fine. $75 per day until corrected. I actually laughed when I read it. I thought, okay, someone's having a bad day. I checked my driveway. The trash can wasn't even out yet. Pickup wasn't until the next morning. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I emailed the HOA. I politely explained that the trash can wasn't at the curb, that pickup hadn't happened yet, and asked them to clarify what exactly the violation was. No response. The next morning, the trash truck came, emptied my bin, and I rolled it back beside my garage within an hour. Problem solved. Or so I thought. 2 days later, another notice appeared. Another $75 fine. This time, it said, trash can, visible from the street. That's when I realized this wasn't a mistake. This was personal. I emailed again. Still polite, still calm. I asked where trash cans were supposed to go, because every single house on my street kept theirs next to the garage. Same as me. This time, I got a reply. One sentence. Trash receptacles must not be visible from the street at any time, except during collection hours. No explanation, no warning, just fines. I walked outside and looked around. I could see at least 6 trash cans from the street, including the HOA president's, so I replied with photos. I sent pictures of my trash can, pictures of my neighbor's trash cans, pictures of the HOA president's trash can, sitting in plain view. Their response, your neighbor's violations are not relevant to your compliance. That's when the daily fines started stacking up. Every morning, another email. Another $75 added. By the end of the week, I was already at $375. And that's when the HOA president decided to pay me a visit. She showed up unannounced, clipboard in hand, standing on my driveway like she owned the place. She pointed at my trash can and told me I was lowering property values. I asked her where I was supposed to put it. She shrugged and said, figure it out. That night, I finally did something I probably should have done earlier. I opened the HOA rulebook, not skimmed it, not searched. Keywords. I read the entire thing, page by page. And that's when I found it. Buried deep in the rules was a section titled Waste Management. It stated that trash cans must not be visible from the street unless no alternative screened storage area exists. Then, 2 paragraphs later, it defined screened storage area as an enclosed structure. Approved by the HOA. Here's the problem. The HOA had never approved any trash enclosure designs for our neighborhood. Not one. Which meant, according to their own rules, there was no approved alternative. And if there was no approved alternative, then trash cans were allowed to be visible. I printed the pages, highlighted the sections, took photos of my property showing there was no approved enclosure, then I sent one final email. I quoted their own rules, word for word. I attached the evidence, and I ended it with a simple sentence. Please confirm in writing that you are enforcing a rule that contradicts Section 8.3 of the HOA bylaws. The response came faster than anything I'd ever received from them. The fines were under review. 2 days later, the fines disappeared from my account. No apology, no explanation. But it wasn't over. The following week, every homeowner received an email announcing a new trash enclosure policy. Suddenly, the HOA was approving designs. Suddenly, trash cans were allowed again. And mine was never fined again. A month later, I found out through a neighbor that the HOA president had been warned by the association's lawyer. Apparently, enforcing fines without an approved alternative could have exposed them to a lawsuit. All because of a trash can. So yeah, they fined me $75 a day for my trash can, and all I did was read the rules back to them.